Check 1 2 1 2, and we are live on the spot. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream with the Crypto Lifer. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining and coming on in to the live, baby, to the live. Looking at K kind of falling off right now, but I'm not too stressed about it. I'm gonna see what happens. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining the Crypto Lifer. Keep it moving. Keep it dancing. We're going to get into the live stream as people jump on in. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there on this beautiful Saturday. Hope you're staying alive out there. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Hope everyone you know is feeling good and life is good. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the live stream. Let's go. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Just waiting for people to kind of wake up and get on in. Shut up, it's nighttime. Danny Sanderson. Shout out to Danny. Wahlberg's World. Got a thumbs up. Bounce. Hopefully that I can jump back in a bit. JKA, all love. No, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Shout out to those people that working that night shift. I worked the night shift for a long time in my life. I know what it's like to be on that night shift. You know what I'm saying? Got some KSI. Remember KSI? He's tweeting about Polkadot now. This is the big news. KSI, Polkadot. And this is a big deal. 6.6 million followers. He's tweeting Polkadot, baby. Polkadot. Cryptocurrency space is still so young. If you don't know what cryptocurrencies are or haven't done any research on it, you're 100% need to. Stay ahead of the game. We've been ahead of the game, guys, for a long time. We've been ahead of the game for a long time. All right? That's why we're doing what we do daily. That's how we're making bags daily. That's how we're killing it daily. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. It's going to be a quick show. We're out at 10:45 today, 10:30 even. So stay tuned. We're going to do a rundown. We're going to kind of speed the show up a little faster than normal today. A little faster than normal, especially after such a big day yesterday. I think I would stream even longer, but I can't. Life calls, duty calls. I must do other things. But shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys rock, man. I may thank you too much, but I want to thank you as much as I can, man, because it means the world to me that you would join my live stream and share your most precious asset with me, and that is what? Your time. Your time. Yes, that's right, my friends. Your time. So, we're going to get into Bitcoin. We're going to get into what's going on for the day. Shout out to everyone here. Baby. Doing its thing. Shout out to everyone, people. 13 people watching, 9 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Some people bounced in. Vet flying, happy day. JK, got a thumbs up and bounce. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, man. Thank you guys for jumping on in. All right, I feel like there's a possibly the notifications isn't getting sent out because I don't know, I can just tell. Anyway, let's move on.com. Watching Cake right now, forming a bit of this strange pattern here. Thought it was in a bit of a diamond. Right now it is forming down, but it's curving back up on the 4 hour. Stokes are low. Tells me that this is probably going to come back to the top of the pattern, back at 18. And then probably come back down again to 14 before it eventually lifts off in the double bottom. Hit my like button, right? hit the like buttons so much. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's move on to Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin holding $57,000. If you took my call, this was the entry right here. The target was right here at 56.74, 57,000 even. Nailed it. Nailed the target. Now I'm suggesting that we possibly go sideways here for a little while. Why do I suggest that? The 4 hour is high on the stochastics. Stochastics do want to curve down to the downside. Hold on though. Let's take a zoom in on that and see if we're getting a flip up. We are. Looks like a possible double top on the stochastics. What do I mean by that? Well, look. See that curve? That's an indication of something bigger to come. So there you go. Right now, 4 hour actually may be bullish for that reason. So, looks like we may pump Bitcoin for Saturday. If that's the case, so now I found a slight indication that tells me there should be a 4 hour pump. 4 hour pump tells me that's about a 10 to 16 hours of bullishness, right? Not continuously, but the momentum is in our favor on the stochastics. So we do is we go to the 1 hour. We will look for stokes with some room to move. We do. And I'm going to give you a slight 1 hour trade here. Bitcoin holding in this position. I'm also going to give you a prediction for the next, foreseeable future. And there you have it. Bitcoin in the flag, bouncing off the 21-day moving average. The 21 is going to be the catalyst for a bull run in all times. Look, bounce, bounce. There we are with the bounce. I see Bitcoin getting up to $61,000. There is your short-term trade. You would enter Bitcoin now, basically now, at 57,000 even, and ride it up to 61,800. Okay, that's going to coincide with the 4 hour making a double top, and with the 1 hour doing its thing and continuing to the upside. The daily also has the same little flip up. We talked about it here and showed you how much more can come out of that. We went over all these things and showed you there was more room to go for Bitcoin. We scientifically broke it down. How did we do that? Yesterday we showed you, and for the last 4 days, and I'll show it to you again because why not just keep pounding it home and showing you guys what you need to learn. So, hold on one second. You got thrown off. All right. Okay. 24 people watching, 11 likes. You like Bake BNB looking bullish with possible hidden bullish divergence. Posted a chart in Telegram. Greetings from Guam, my guy. Shout out to Nicolas Torres in Guam, my dude. Lifer, I'm so happy to find your channel. Join the Telegram too. Let's get it. Thank you so much, Jamsheed 1991. I'm here, just tired. Shout out to JV Supreme. It's all good, man. Listen to my voice. Take a nap. This will be put into your subconscious and downloaded. No. But anyway, look, I was showing you that when Bitcoin comes back up for its second double top, which is right around here, see there? Like right there? That was here. And Bitcoin had a huge leg up. It went from 28,000 all the way to 41,000, even on this just little leg up here on the stochastics. And I'll prove it to you. Here's where it started, Apple V. Here's where it ended, right? Control V. And okay, so it went up a little bit. But then look, even when it came down for a little bit of a wick and then continued to the upside again. So even this little move. So then we had our down period. And I was just trying to show you how even from here to here in the Stokes, I feel like this isn't copyright free music because every time I play it, I get banned or something. Not banned, but something happens. Anyway, so what I'm trying to point out is when the Stokes go up this big, there's still room to go for Bitcoin. Now, it's getting very close to the top. It's getting very close to the top on the daily. So it tells me that a little more room to go up there. So a little more room on the daily, which is enough momentum to get us to 60K. It really is. It really, really is. So, hey, just throwing that out there. So right now, Bitcoin looking okay on the daily, but daily's going to reset. 3 days still looks good. And I keep discussing how the 3 day is still good. If the 3 day is still good, we can get to my target up here at $77,000. So, and I'm projecting this. I'm projecting a slight pullback on the 4 hour, right? Or even the daily. Once the daily hits the Stokes, it's going to have to retrace. And that's what we'll see. Look, the last time the daily had a nice retracement was right there on this turn. And look, we went down nicely. So we're going to come up double top. We're going to curve down and it's going to come down. That's what's going to happen. Things aren't going to go straight up. But once that daily resets, and this will probably take about a week. Patience, my friends, patience. Once the daily resets, the 3-day will just continue on its way. These little dips on the daily, they don't really, the 3-day doesn't look at that. That's not part of it. It really doesn't care. So I'm still going to 77K. All right. Now, if you took my trades down here at 29, you could still be longing this Bitcoin trade all the way up to 77K. There'd be no reason to get out of the trade if you opened it, where we did, at 29.5. Crypto is life. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. All right, so there's your Bitcoin long-term trade. Like in the next month, by by April. I think by April, by the end of February, March, mid-April, $77,000 Bitcoin. All right. By the summer, easily surpassing 100K. By August, into the 150,000. And by October, November, we're going to boom from the 200 into the 300,000 region. Okay. At that point, we're going to have a blow off top, I think, at some point. And if we blow up, there's a chance we blow off all the way to like 420, even $500,000. I know you guys think this is insane. I'm just telling you, man. Lifer, thanks for your calls. Killing it in FTM, Matic, and Bondly. Shout out to Vondir. Yeah, I threw out Bondly for you guys. I said watch Bondly. I got my hand on the pulse of Bondly. I really do. Like, it just, I get what it's doing. And look, we had the side cup. We had the handle. I said, guys, watch that handle. We're gonna break out. I get Bondly going all the way up to $1 here. I was screaming about Bondly here at 53. I was screaming for you guys to get in Bondly here at 22 on the dip. I have made numerous calls for you guys to get into Bondly. I'm so tired of people saying BNB is going to overthrow ETH. BNB is centralized. It's like people are totally missing the point of ETH. Decentralized future. Sorry, no, that's off topic. Yeah, I would never think BNB would replace ETH. Whoever said that is ridiculous. It's a decentralized chain, right? It's I love BNB, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on it, but it's not Ethereum. Just because there's Binance Smart Chain has some low fees and there's some quick hype about it, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled by the smoke and mirrors. Ethereum will be an amazing play. All right? I'm with you on that 100%, Danny Sanderson. There's a Bitcoin at the ATM 3 blocks from my house. I see it every day. Let's go. Yeah, there's one right now too in my local supermarket. Shout out to Hotcoin. We started buying Hotcoin a year ago. I put $100 in it as my kind of, my prayer. Like, it could just keep going. Sup, chat, how y'all you doing? What up, lifer? Shout out to Poker Eye Out. Everyone out there, hope you're having a great day. So let's get back into Bitcoin. As I see cake dumping in the background, so here we go with Bitcoin right now. So we gave you a small trade for Bitcoin on the hourly and the 30-minute. I would ride it up to $61,000. You think I'm out of my mind, but that's what I would be doing. Why? Look at the 1 hour. Still has room to go on the Stokes. 4 hour could be double topping and actually pushing up. More momentum. Tells me that there's no reason for this run to kind of curve down, especially on a Saturday with lower volume, pushing the price up higher. So remember that. That's a Bitcoin ATM at my local gas station in the middle of nowhere. I was like, what the F? Hey, lifer, EOS, please. We'll take over EOS, but we have to go over Bitcoin dominance every single morning. We do the same thing on the show every single day. Now, Bitcoin dominance. I wanted it to continue to fall down. It did not. It came back to the upside. Seems to be forming a new trend to the upside. So just be careful. We have a nice long alt season, January 21st, all the way to here. Dominance has just continued to slip. But there's a chance that dominance could boom back up out of this pattern. Right now, dominance does have an incentive to move up on the 4 hour. Stochastics are pushing up. MACD turning. Watch your alts. There could be a rally for Bitcoin in the next week up to 70K. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm just saying that we're going to watch levels. We're going to do this level by level. But now we project the idea of a bigger move. We do not want to see dominance breaking 63.42. If dominance breaks that area, okay, it can get all the way back up to 64. It breaks 64. It gets all the way back to 66.60. And then, my friends, we are in the money. So shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. And thank you so much for listening and tuning on in. Let's look at the daily for dominance. Bitcoin dominance on the daily is getting a little high and spent, which is a good thing. It's similar to Bitcoin, right? So 4 hour has a little juice, but the daily says no way. Daily says no way. I like what I'm seeing there. we should continue to turn to the downside here on Bitcoin dominance and continue this altcoin rally. So far, so good. Worry about this 3-day though, which is a bigger play, and the 3-day says yes. So wait for the daily to reset. When that daily resets, it's going to be in tune with the 3-day. That's kind of setting up for something big for Bitcoin in the next like 10 days. So remember what I just told you guys. I'm projecting out 10 or 12 days from now, kind of looking at these oscillators because I know how they play out, and I'm getting better at understanding how much time it takes for them to play out too. That's what's something I'm perfecting lately as we move with the channel. Good morning. Did you know that Bitcoin news, the peak logarithmic regression band? Did you know Bitcoin nears the peak logarithmic regression band? I was looking at that. Shout out to TDJ. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. Let me pop out the chat. I'll swing it over. Hot coin. Let's take a look exactly. Sup, chat. How y'all doing? What up, Lifer? Good morning. Good morning, Poker Eye. What up, Andy B, my dude? Up in the spot, man. Thank you guys so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Really appreciate every single one of you. Get out, Robbie. Morning. Get out, Robbie. Robbie Winner. Did you know Bitcoin nears the peak logarithmic regression band? You know what? I just keep doing this. I keep doing what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. But Bitcoin dominance, dropping on the daily, has some room to go up on the 4-hour. All right. Let's take a look at Cake now, continuing to tank. This huge red candle soon could be in a red engulfing candle. If this gets to the size of this candle, that would be horrible for Cake. Falling out of the bottom of the pattern. It is having the touch with the 21-day moving average on the 4-hour. That has been its moment. Maybe a little dip, but really, we don't want to see this. If this breaks the 21-day moving average, you can put a stop loss right here, because if it breaks, it's coming to the 50, right? Or wicking down below. So one thing I do like to see though is the 4-hour is low. Are we going to get a double bottom, or are we going to come to the top? We'll see. We have to watch the stochastics. So far, so good. And we're getting a little bit of hidden bullish divergence. Swing up to swing up on the price is an upward momentum. Swing down to swing down here is a downward momentum. That tells me that the trend will continue. A lot of times you can long right there, especially with the 4-hour, ready to rock. So it tells you that that is your entry point for Cake. If you sold up here, might want to take a little nibble right here. You sold on some divergence. Let's see what's going on. Do we see bullish divergence? That's what we're going to find established. We see some bullish divergence right here. Look, I'll take all this stuff out so you can really see what I'm talking about. But we do see bullish divergence. I use divergences. I don't know how other people trade. Divergence is my key. I perfected it and I use it to the T. Now, if the RSI comes down a little more, it'll negate it. But so far, that is hidden bullish divergence. Really good place to long. Now, I'm not saying use the 5-minute to long, but look, all the way down to 14, having a tank as we speak right in front of us, losing another 5% as we're sitting here. Interesting. Let's see if Bake is doing the same thing. Is Bake following it? 167. Yeah, Bake is dropping hard. See, Bake was just at 218 and continuing to fall. Got out of Cake yesterday. Everything into VeChain. That was a good idea. Do you know Bitcoin nears the peak logarithmic regression band? Can you look at PNG, please? Let's take a look at PNG. Let's take a look at all these different things. But now I want to show you total and total 2. I just want, if you're new to the show, we do Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, total, and total 2. Then we do a hyper ticker session where I go through all your tickers. Then we have a little bit of a discussion. I go through as many comments as I can, interaction. We talk about what you're talking about. It might be philosophical. It might be, what do I think about a coin? Then we get into the news, and then we shut the show down. Usually it runs from 9:30 to 11:30, 2 hours a day, if you can stomach it. If you can stomach the entire show. I sold YFII last night at 3,600. Felt like it was a good sell, and thank God I did. Tanked. A little bit of dominance movement. Maybe messing up. Zilliqua having a big day. Back up to 15, doing its thing. Unbelievable. Zilliqua went all the way to 15 on that 5-minute. So overnight, Zilliqua pumping, doing well. FTM Bitcoin, please. We'll look at that too. Yeah. I'm in a phantom trade. I'll show you the phantom trade. And you know what's funny is some people ridicule me because sometimes I do mention, I never say, hey, look, guys, I'm worth this much money. I've never said that. Also, I've been struggling my whole life. 5 years ago, I was in debt. 6 years ago, I was in debt, $15,000 in debt. All right. No savings. All right. So I'm not like, for someone to say like, oh, I don't want you talking about your money. Like, oh, but I can't talk about how I didn't have money too, though. Right. And so I flashed my cake balance the other day, and someone said, oh, that's rude. I wasn't raised like that. You know, I put $1,800 into cake. It turned into well over 30K. I just wanted my subscribers to realize what was possible. I wasn't trying to brag and say, look at me. That wasn't what it's about. The whole point was saying, dude, look what a regular person can do. A lot of people have access to $1,800, $800, right? I'm just saying, I was trying to show you guys you can make life-changing wealth with a small amount of money. I was not trying to brag. If I was trying to brag, I'd freaking get out of my BMW that I don't have. I don't own any luxury cars. I have a Hyundai Santa Fe, man. I drive a Hyundai, right? I do wear a chain, but I believe in precious metals. I do wear a chain, right? The chain costs money, but I love it, and I love precious metals. I'm also a rapper, man. I've been rapping for years on YouTube. I've been on stage. I've done all sorts of things. So, I was a haters. They could do the same. Yeah. Can you check out link? We'll look at everything. Thank you, Lifer. F the haters. Yeah, there's a lot of haters out there, though. Secret haters, too. People that claim to be your friend. People that claim to support you. People that say, oh, we love you. The people that tell you they support you the most are the shadiest people, man. I'm telling you right now. Someone that just says, oh, I love you and I'm there for you. You know, they support you. But someone like every day, yo, you're the thing. Stay away from those people, man. They're obsessed. There's something wrong with them. Stay away from them, you know? So I'm just giving you guys a little insight. Yeah, the real lifers understand. I agree. You don't have to explain yourself. Different folks, different strokes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. But I want you guys to know that I'm not here to brag. I'm here to help you guys change your lives, right? That's the point of this. So anyway, let's go with total and total 2. What is total and total 2? LUL. I don't even know what that is. Let's look at total and total 2. Total now is the entire Bitcoin market cap in its entirety. All right? In its entirety. I saw it breaking out of this rising wedge and continuing all the way to $2 trillion. That is actually the target of this rising wedge till we have a bigger pullback. Usually we pull back to 1.8, 1.7. We'll see what happens. But so far, so good. We broke out of the rising wedge instead of breaking down out of it. My target for this is $2 trillion. We're at 1.7. 3 billion still to come into total. This is the entire market cap. We are high on the Stokes on the 4-hour. We should probably flag out or go sideways. We're also high on the daily. That 3-day still has room to go, though. Until that 3-day curves, that will be my bigger position where I may take some profits off the table. I just want to bring that up, right? You're down to the earth, crypto dude. No BS. Thank you so much, Rich V. I appreciate that. I know you recently opened a Patreon. How often would you be posting? I opened a Patreon. I did. I post every day in that Patreon. Incentives. I actually gave 2 trades in the Patreon. I'll let you guys see the Patreon trades right now because they're over. I'll let you see what I did. But if you join my Patreon, you get exclusive stuff. What I do in my Patreon, in my regular group, I give you charts and I give you zones. In my Patreon, I give you exact entries. I give you the exact entry that I'm taking. Okay? I still do that if you watch the live stream here and there, you know. But what I'm saying is the Patreon, once I see an entry, like I'm setting alerts. When the alerts go off, I hit the Patreon. I tell people exactly when the alert went off. I did that for BZRX for everybody, and I'll show you. So this is what the patrons got. This is what the patrons got. I'll show you. I'll show you right now. They got I'm not going to show everything, but right here, they got this BZRX entry. I posted this yesterday at 4:19 p.m. All right? Entry for my lifers. And what I do is I gave the exact entry idea, like exactly where I went in. I said I would enter right here at the bowl. There was a reason why I entered there. Low Stokes. There's the other few reasons. And I give you that trade. Now let's take a look at the trade. If you took this yesterday at 4:19 p.m., right? So you're not even in the trade 24 hours. You're in the trade, what, like 15 hours? I know you recently opened a Patreon. EOS, please. Made a huge move into it. Joining now. Thanks, my guy. Anytime, man. Anytime. This is a great channel. Keep it up, man. Yo, I really appreciate that. That means the world. So check it out. Let's look at BZRX, and then we'll get to Total 2. Might as well duplicate so I don't have to go back to Total 2 down the path, right? Anyway, let's take a look at BZRX. We gave you the trade. $60 in was the entry. Also, Friday nights. Good time to buy on the late Friday nights. Will this bullish divergence hold up? So far, so good. We wicked all the way down to 1366 though. Somewhat of a double bottom area here at the 14 area. Let's take a look at what we're seeing for BZRX. And I want to talk about why the Patreon is dope. I'm just trying to do a little extra for people in the Patreon. The Patreon is also just for you guys to throw a little something back to me. If you're making good money, if you're consistently killing them, then jump into that Patreon, you know? Yeah, down 41% on Bake. Damn. Let's take a look at BZRX. So BZRX at 68. Took a little bit of a dump out of nowhere. Interesting. The entry idea was right there, you see? Went all the way up to 76. Okay. Let's take a look at it on a bigger time frame. But that entry idea played out within a very small amount of time. And you could still continue the trade as we're bouncing off the next part of the parabola. Keep your stop loss intact and ride this one out. Or you could have taken profits up here. It's up to you. Check my chart on Bake in Telegram. Let's take a look at Bake chart in Telegram. Is it in the charts only section? It is not. That's where you should be posting that if you think it's viable. Also, I love whoever's doing this, but it's not viable. I appreciate these calls, but you're not explaining anything on the chart here. So I think it's Marlon, and I love you because you're one of my best supporters. But I gotta delete that. Beginners don't know that doesn't say anything to a beginner. They have no idea what that means. So if you want to post in there, you gotta post some. Look, stop loss, buy zone. You gotta put some text in there. You can't just post a chart. We know what you're saying, but you can't do that. You can't do that. So anyway. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Hadouken posting right here for Bake BNB, possibly forming bullish divergence there. Okay, a little bit of bullish divergence. I see what you're saying. Slanted to the downside, up to the upside on the MACD. We're forming into that side action. I like what we're seeing there. Okay, I'm with that. Could you check algo? Yeah. First of all, let me just finish total 2, and then we're gonna get into all your tickers, guys. It was gonna be crazy ticker time. Crazy ticker time. So total still has room to go. Total 2 as well, which is all the cryptos except Bitcoin. Okay. Now, if we take our smaller target, it's the length of this pole here to here. That's going to give us 744 billion as our next possible pullback. 21-day moving average is in a nice place. 4-hour does want to go to the side. Tells you that we're probably going to go sideways here, and maybe then to the downside a little bit. So it's telling you altcoins may take a little bit of a hit, but once they creep back out, we're okay. We got room to go on the daily. And again, that 3-day still looking healthy, but we're getting high on the 3-day. Remember that. We're getting high on the 3-day. Seems like there will be a pullback imminent. Is that oven on still on? That oven still on for cake and bake? I don't know, man. They're little. We had our hype cycle, honestly, on Friday night was the time to sell both of those instruments, to be honest. And I'll show you why and how to sell those things. If you didn't know how to sell, let me explain how to sell and why to sell to take your profits. Can't stay. Just wanted to say respect. I must catch the next live stream. Thank you so much, KL Justice. No worries, man. I appreciate that for jumping on in, though. That means the world to me that you would just jump on in and leave a comment just to throw it down, you know? Shout out to everyone here. 51 people watching, 32 likes. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. If you're watching and you're not hitting the like button, come on. That's just not the lifer way. Number 1, peep on Patreon. Be there, be rich. Thank you so much, Von Deere, for getting into the Patreon, man, and pushing it. We'll be watching this later. Thank you so much for that. So total 2 going up to this, about 744. And that's going to be my target. Possible pullback for all the altcoins. Okay, now I'm going to scroll back into the top, and we're going to start going. Let's look at what we have going. First thing I see here is SHR out of Renchi T, one of my mods. Renchi, let's take a look at SHR. I'm gonna have to go to CoinTrader Pro for that. I just want to see the bigger chart. I don't want to play games with that chart that doesn't show us as much, right? SHR. It should pull up my old chart. This is how good this is. You don't even log in, and it should keep my chart from before. I should see an SHR, and I do. Now look at that. SHR doing its thing, finally breaking out of the falling wedge pennant. All right, target for SHR up at 5.4. SHR doing great right now at about 4 cents. So now we got an SHR at 1.8. So now we've 100%ed finally an SHR. Again, this was going to be your area of support, of resistance. That's why you can always take target at previous resistance. So it's going to be more like that. And then, yeah, so that gives us our target resistance. And once we break that, we're off. Very close to price discovery now for SHR. Only a matter of time for SHR to begin to take off. A lot of videos about SHR. People are talking about it. It's still quite low and no one really knows about it. So still a good time to get into SHR. Let's take a look at the daily. It's getting a little hot. Probably will retrace. I'm not telling you to buy SHR today. And again, don't buy anything I tell you to buy on this channel. None of this is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Do not buy anything. Do not do anything you see me do on this channel. Okay? High risk, high reward. Okay, so there's SHR token going all the way up to 5.5 out of this rising wedge / bull flag. I like what I see here. 4 hour does want to come down. If you really want to get into it, I would wait for that daily to cool off, to be honest. I'd hit that 1 day chart and I'd wait for this daily to come back down. Now, if you can't wait, then just wait for the 4 hour to come back down. Same idea. Respect, bro. Thank you, Fidel. Shout out to you, man. Looking nice. Nano is holding $7 area for a few days already. Only a matter of time for Nano to continue up. But Nano will never be Bitcoin. I'm sorry, my friend. I know you want it to be. I know you believe in it. I know you're so bent whole on it. But it just doesn't have the code or the security. Bitcoin is so powerful because of the money inside of the network. There's it's $1 trillion network. For Nano to get to $1 trillion network, you think Nano's going to get to $1 trillion in the next... Come on, man. Like, that's how you have to kind of get serious. Nano being, I'll be honest, it's a great idea. It's kind of like this, an independent person becoming president. Like, it should happen. And I believe in you, but will it happen? Probably not. You see what I'm saying? $7.39. You said 7. We're doing well now. Nano doing its thing. I love Nano. Market cap. 103 million Nano. Not a huge circulating supply. Not bad. But look, the market cap just at $1 trillion, at $1 billion. Right? I mean, Bitcoin has surpassed that by 100, right? So you can't even compare. I'm so tired of people saying BNB is going to overthrow BNB. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's get into FTM. I took a trade on FTM. I want to show you that trade. And I show you the trade to show you that I'm really trading. Not to show you my money. Not to freaking boast. No, to show you that I'm actually trading. There's a lot of people out here who could post charts, but are they actually doing it? Right? You could post charts all day, but are you doing it? If you're not doing it, I don't know, man. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. So if that's how I feel, then the type of people that follow me, I want you to make sure that it's real. And if it's not real, then bounce. If someone's not showing you the proof, then get away from them. And that's how I look at it. I don't need any fakers in my life, right? I don't need anyone pretending to be my friend. I actually don't need any friends. I just want lifers. To be my friend, to be a lifer, you don't even need to be my friend. I just want you to see you progress, right? I want to see you go to the top. I want to see you want more. I want to see you get it all the way. You see what I'm saying? Ada Vet, please, brah. We'll look at that too. Chief Dubas, what do you think a good entry is for Bake? Which traders do you use? Which traders do you use? It will get in the billions, I think. Yes. It is in the billions. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, in the billions, but it's not going to hit $1 trillion market cap like Bitcoin. It's just not, my friend. All right? Totally. Who needs friends, man? I need subscribers. No, but I'm saying, of course, my whole point is this. So look, we took the FTM trade, all right? Now I'm going to show you the FTM trade. We opened it on February 8th. February 8th, we put 2 positions, one for 1,000, one for 898. Both are up 76% right now, as Phantom is at 25. We got into Phantom at 14. I told you, this is going to Nano to 1 trillion. Yeah, right. Lifers don't need friends. No, my dad has a saying, friends don't let friends become friends. A lot of people don't understand that. If you understand that, put a thumbs up. If you don't understand that, it is what it is. So if you understand what I just said, friends don't let friends become friends. What does that mean to you? Please let me know what you think that means. Please let me know what you think that means. Anyway, Let's continue into these tickers, guys. Let's see what's going on with you guys, what you're talking about. Let's take a look at Phantom BTC. FTM BTC. I gotta watch the time today. I have a dentist appointment. Can you believe that? Haven't been to the dentist like I should, man. It's been way too long, you know? Wow, Phantom went all the way up to 784 sats, only to dump on the 3-day. Interesting. So that was your chance to sell Phantom. Wow, we missed that move, huh? Interesting. Still looking good on the daily. It's forming this bull pennant. Okay. Boom. Bam. Okay. $87% gains out of Phantom. If you can hold, look, the daily suggests that we're ready to rock. Okay. Another thing that I'm going to show you: swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. This is, it's not exact. Yeah, it is though. It's there. About hidden bullish divergence right there. Tells you that the trend will continue, and it did. Just wanted to prove that to you. When you see this mound hitting that, boom, the trend will continue to the upside. I like what I'm seeing right now. I'd hold this and continue to the target at 839 once we break through that wick too as well. So Phantom looking good, man. Phantom looking good. Can you look at PNG for Robert Cox? Let's take a look at PNG, my friend. PNG. PNG on Kraken. Kraken robots. Damn. Throwing me off. I can't find it on the chart. I'm gonna have to move on. I'm sorry. When I don't find it on the chart, it kind of throws me off. Take a look at ADA and VeChain for Chief Dubas. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at ADA, man. ADA doing its thing. ADA, one of my top holds, $1.11. I told everyone to get into ADA 88 cents in the buy zone right there. Said it was only a matter of time for ADA to break out and get all the way up here to 155. That's why I gave you this buy zone. ADA in between 84 and 96 gave you a nice 8-cent region, even more 12-cent region to get into ADA. I'm being easy on you guys. I'm trying to make the trades easy. I'm trying to give you zones so you don't stress out, so you don't feel like you missed entries. I'm trying to give you zones. You just have to be patient though. Look, this is the daily. If you bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you had to wait. You don't make this money overnight. You make this money in a couple weeks, 3, 4, 5 weeks. 2 to 5 weeks are my holds when I'm in a trade. That's how you're gonna make the big money. I'm just telling you. That's how you're gonna change your life. Holding this, but ADA looking beautiful. Look at this, curving up on the stochastics, ready to rock. Curving up here on the RSI. We are getting close to oversold on the RSI, but Stokes can get up a little more. We still have some room to go. We'll see what happens with ADA. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours getting spent. All right, that was profit taking time there at 116. A lot of people did take profits on ADA right now, but once ADA establishes this new place, it may come down and test the $95 region. That new dollar area is going to be its new area. Let's look. I see a wick there. Yeah, right there at 98.2. So between 98 and $1, come down and test. I would like to see ADA come back and test $1 one last time. That would become its new bottom, and then we can blast off to the top. But that still incentivizes the bullish move to the upside, and it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to happen. Okay, it's just a possibility. Now we're getting a curve here though on the 4 hour. It's telling me we could do a double top, or we could start to slow down. So we are a little oversold and we are a little overbought on both big time frames. Take a look at the 3-day. 3-day is also getting there as well. So ADA's had a bit of a run. I think ADA will get all the way to that 158 region, but it's going to take a little while. I think we're going to go sideways. See what we have here on the 1 hour. Looks like we want to come down to a little bit. So ADA looks like it hit its moment, man. 116. Feel like it's going to go sideways for the rest of the day, but I'm bullish on the next 2 weeks. We will get to $1.57 for ADA. So bullish on ADA for the next few weeks. Bullish on ADA really for the whole bull run. Let's take a look at VeChain, one of my favorite holdings. And when you tell me VeChain's pumping, that makes me a happy man. Let's take a look at VeChain. 57 up 7%, doing its thing. Let's show you the trade on VeChain. Bam, this was the trade. I talk about this all the time. I talk about how the 200-day moving average comes in contact with the price near the bottom of the pattern. If you can get the bottom of a falling wedge in the last 25% and you can touch the 200-day moving average, that is a huge signal. Also, on top of that, you saw hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour, swing down to swing down with swing up, or this, and it's mild bullish divergence because this is a sharper image. They're both down, but this is a much sharper decline. Sharper image, funny. This is a much sharper decline. You're bullish in 21. Just wait until 2025 bull run. That's crazy, right? The 2025 bull run, man. You guys are getting me excited for more, right? FTM doing its thing, man. Phantom. So look at VeChain here, though. And that's how you had your incentive to buy. Bitcoin did the same thing, guys. Bitcoin did the same thing. It was in the wedge. It formed the bullish divergence at the bottom of the wedge. Kissed the 200-day moving average. Look, the last time we kissed the 200-day moving average on a falling wedge, let me show you. Let me just show you what happened, so you can get ready for this one. So here we go. We're in the falling wedge. And you can see that the 200-day moving average comes in contact with the price. Starts to move. Then we touch it there. What happens? We're gone, man. We touch it one last time, and we fly. Then the 21 becomes the new catalyst, and we only bounce off the 21-day moving average. You see that? Super, super, super bullish. And now we're starting a new trend to the upside. Higher lows, right? We made a higher high. The bulls put in a higher high above this line. That was your bullish incentive. Once you broke this line, now you can also put this in a bowl. I talk about the bowls. So when you establish all these things together and you bring up confluence, okay? You could even say possible cup and handle here. There's a cup, bit of a handle. Look at this. Hold on, I'm going to take everything away because I can't believe I just saw that. Multiple bullish patterns. Inverted head and shoulder with a cup. Don't use that. I've never really used that S. Do you guys use that S for anything? I know it's used for something, so it means I'm missing out. Check it out. Here's your handle. Cup and handle for VeChain. Clear as day. Top of the price to the bottom of the price on that wick. Take that exchange. Find this angle. Mirror the angle somewhat. Boom. VeChain all the way to 7 cents. Moving out of the cup and handle. All you have to do is find these type of patterns and have what's called patience. Patience. Good morning, my friend. What's good, lifer? Check out link. Does all haters, they could do the same. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. Cake is stumbling. Are you going to pull out some or stay in for the long haul? That's a good question. Patreon looks good so far and a nice quiet interface to get the goods off lifer. He provides so much in Telegram, but hop on into the Patreon and support the lifer so he can support us. Thank you so much for saying that. That means the world to me. Check my chart on Bake and Telegram. We did. We looked at that. #1 peep on Patreon. Can you take a look at my baby ETH? Jane Doe. Let's take a look at ETH doing its thing. Unbelievable what you're doing with your ETH. I'm happy that you stacked your ETH the way you did. Unbelievable. $2,000 for ETH, and it's holding a flag. I'll show you my bigger target, right? All the way up here. We have one smaller target at 2128. We have another target at 2300. And we have yet another target at 2412. So Nano is holding $7 in a nice area. Looking nice. What's the next big thing? Still learning this crypto thing, but I know not to get attached to any project. Good for you, Richie V. I like you saying that. Respect, bro. What do you think a good entry for is for Bake? It's a little sketchy right now for Bake. I'll take a look. We'll take a look at Bake. Nano to 1 trillion. Oh, come on, man. Lifers don't need to be friends, right? Yeah, Patreon looking good. Happy to support my guy. Let's get this money. Thank you very much. Ether finally hit 2K last night. I didn't sleep. EOS, please. 25 plus. Lifer thinks VeChain BTC pair. Thanks, mate. DPI. Anchor. FTM. We looked at FTM, my friend. 2025 going to be... No, man. Bitcoin's going to go... No. Bitcoin's going to $25,000. $250,000 in this bull run. Trust me. It's happening in this bull run. Such resistance at 50 cents. This guy's such a weirdo. Oh, my God. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Entered Bake last week. Ravencoin, man. We put out a chart for Ravencoin before anyone was really thinking about it. I'll show you my chart. We posted it into the Telegram as well. I was trading Ravencoin up to 2 years ago. When it first came out, I was incentivized. I really liked Ravencoin. Kind of stuck in my mind as a great project. I like Patrick Byrne a lot. I like Overstock a lot. I've just been a fan of Patrick and what he does. But I see ETH continuing to the upside, guys. 1 hour is coming down, resetting. So just wait for it to go sideways a little bit, forming a bit of a flag. Also in the 4 hour too. So right now we're going to go sideways. We just hit the 2K. We're going to go sideways at 2K. Probably come back to 1950, 1980 in that area. We're going to range between 1950 and 2K. Daily is also getting spent. It has to reset. So wait for these to curl back down. Probably 4 or 5 days from now, we're going to have a sideways ETH. And then by Wednesday or Thursday, ETH's going to pick up some steam. And by the next weekend, and I'm already projecting for about a week from now, it's Saturday, but about a week from now, you're going to see ETH pushing because the daily is going to be back on track, ready to rip. Unless we get a double top up here, which is possible. But for now, it looks like we're going to go sideways. I don't see any like incentivized trade on ETH at the very moment. Unless you're trying to scalp on the 1 minute, 15 minutes, something like that. And yeah, you could possibly trade this if you wanted to. I'll give you a small idea, but it's up to you. And it's really not too viable. So you take a look here. We got this bull flag. Kind of falling out of it, in my opinion, too. Right? You see that? I feel like we're falling out of this pattern. Went all the way to 2042 was the high. Came up for a bit of a double top. Do we see bullish divergence or bearish divergence? No, not too much. Everything kind of doing its thing. 15-minute wants to reset. Could try to put in this bull flag then too, which is more viable. Up, down, up, coming to the upside. So here's your trade. You jump in on some leverage. You just trade this to the top of the pattern. Don't kill yourself. Make 1.8%, 32x leverage, make 32% gains on the trade. Use 1% of your portfolio. Put a stop loss right here on this line. Or even kind of shrink it down below the 200-day moving average at 1945. That's going to be my call for a nice little scalp trade. Snatch it right here at the bottom of the pattern. Stop loss here below the 200-day moving average. Use this push up back on the 15-minute. It'll rise to the top of the pattern. Get 32x leverage with 1% of your portfolio. How would you do that? You would use 1% of your portfolio. All right, I'll make the trade for you guys live. How's that? Haven't done it in a while. I'll make the trade for you guys live. I'll put my stop loss. I'll put my everything, and I'll show you. And we'll post the results. Not the best trade, though. High risk. Not something I do all the time. High risk trade for sure. Okay. Shut up. I have to apologize for yesterday. My stream got kiboshed completely, you know? So this is your entry too. 1986 now, following below the 2000 level. And you could easily get stopped out here. We're hoping for, a little bit of a scalp. That's why don't use a lot of your money. 1% of your portfolio per trade. That's all you're going to risk. I'm actually going to use 1% of my portfolio. I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to use 1%. Instead of putting in a bigger amount and only having a stop loss for 1%, I'm going to use 1%. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is right now and show you guys a live trade. Not many people do this. You don't see it ever, really. Ever. We'll go into the USDT futures account. I'm in a trade right now on Luna. I'm actually down 18% on that trade at the moment. See what we have left in the box. We got 292. I'm going to make a small trade on ETH futures. Very small scalp. All right. So check it out. We're going to get here at the bottom of the pattern right there. 15-minute. We're going to snatch it. We're going to be in this trade very shortly. We're going to sell at 2029. So here, the level here, kind of look at the pattern, do the same thing here. It's going to be the same idea. We're going to just sell at the top right there. So we're going to sell at about 2,200. All right. So look, we're going to use, we have 163. We're going to use about 80 bucks, which is 50% of the till. Okay. We're going to use the limit order. We're going to use the limit order when we do this. 50% of the till. All right. We'll put a stop loss and break even. We'll do all that. I'll show you how to do that. We're going to get out when we hit this level at about all the twos. So we're going to buy long here at 2163. Bam. For 20x leverage. All right. So we're in for 20x leverage on this for ETH. All right. Now you go here. You hit this. This is your stop loss. Remember our stop loss. We want to be below the 200-day moving average. Hard to see it here. The futures trade, we should actually be able to see more of a futures trade action, but we know it's about, I'll go back to this chart. So the futures looks different, right? So you kind of have to incentivize. But here's your dip here. That's your dip. That's this dip here. Right there is this dip here. Then the 200-day moving average comes, and it's about I guess like a thumb's width away from the price right now. So it's really about right there. Something like there, about 21.25. Again, this is a very small scalp, and we're trying to get out at 2. Try to make 40 bucks, 50% on the trade. That's it. Not trying to be too crazy. We're going to confirm that. That's the scalp. We're going to let that ride. Okay? And that's it. Either we're going to get stopped out or we're going to take profit, and we're going to let it run. Pretty easy pattern trade, though. From the top of the pattern, from the bottom of the pattern to the top of the pattern. Riding those stochastics. And there you have the focus. All right. Let's get back into what you guys are saying. I wish I understood a word you were saying. I'll just need to keep listening till I do. Thank you for this. Hey, Purple Lioness 83. I do tutoring one-on-one, man. You could sit on tutoring with me and ask you any question you want. I'll answer it 100 ways. I'll make sure you know everything you need. Freezing the competition's withdrawals. Shady. Lifer, what do you think about Binance faking transactions to fake BNB adoption and freezing ETH withdrawals for congestion issues when there was no ETH congestion at the time? Trying to play God. Interesting. I haven't heard that. Is that FUD? I haven't heard that, man. Makes sense, though. Makes sense that a human being that had that type of incentive would use it to make money. It's sad, but it's true. EOS and MFT. Cardano. Shout out to Patrick Wilson. Been a while, Patrick. Ali Farrat. Robbie Winner. My dude. Look into it. No, I will. I'm going to Google it now. I'm Googling your comment. Where's my withdrawal not alive? Your assets are temporarily frozen until the underlying reaches 2 network transactions due to possible network congestion. Interesting. Interesting. And Ethereum withdrawals leaves. Interesting. Binance brief pause of Ethereum withdrawals leaves community perplexed. Binance paused ERC20 withdrawals without offering a credible explanation, letting speculation about its true motives run wild. Binance had a hiccup with its withdrawals for Ether and all ERC20 accounts on Friday, with users being unable to access any of their Ethereum-based assets for 1 hour. The pause came abruptly as the exchange Twitter account notified users that Binance had temporarily suspended withdrawals of ETH. Binance reassured that the funds are SAFU, but did not provide any further details. Interesting. Remember, guys, I got to get out of here early, 20 more minutes, and I got to jump on out of here. Sad because it's going well. I'll probably jump on tonight for a Saturday night live stream. So if you get me up to the likes that I like, let's see how many likes we need. If you get me up to 75 likes, okay, you guys get me 75 likes in the next 25 minutes, I will go live tonight. GRT pumping right now, going to moon and double in price. Yeah, I bought it yesterday. Yeah. Let's look at Bondly, FTM and Mon. Oh yeah, you took Bondly, FTM and Matic. ADA looking. ADA. We look at ADA. We looked at VeChain. Thanks for live trading. Never seen anybody do that. Oh, we live trade all the time. We were doing $14,000 scalps, literally from October, September, all sorts of things. We did all sorts of crazy trades. We used to live trade all the time on this. It's just not, you know, we don't need to live trade as much. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Sorry, Amazon went down. That abused Binance to mess up. That's also true. Amazon did go down, man. It ruined my stream last night because remember yesterday, my stream just went boom. My list just went red. Sweet. EGLD, please got it. Please, just got in last night. Can I like twice? I wish you could. You could form another. You can make two profiles, and you can like from another one. Huh? Some people did that. One guy liked like 10 times. But they look at the IP, and I guess they find it, and they somehow get rid of it. Look at Uni doing its thing, man. I gave you your buy zone for Uni. I gave you your sell zone. Told you to watch Uni. I had the aggressive buy here at the bottom of the pattern. I called it the aggressive buy. I put it right there. Guys, I don't know how much more I can do, but I gave you the aggressive buy right there at $20 even. Uni went all the way to 29, and I have it going all the way up in my first target 38, and my next bigger target at 41. I would stick in this trade as we're starting to break on out. Big things happening for Uni. I have bought a course to learn how to trade, but I don't understand how to use it. These videos are a great help. Thank you. Bye for now. Liking on the way out. That's really cool. What you can do, though, is I'll do a one-on-one with you, and I'll help you understand that course way better. Way better. EOS and MFT, EGLD. Let's take a look at that. EGLD and EOS, because they're near each other. I can bang two out with one word, one letter. Let's take a look at the 1 hour here. Okay. What I said is this is your buy zone for EGLD. I proposed the bottom here. Right there was the potential buy at 134, 135 area. I liked where it is. It's forming a bowl. Look for it to slowly move its way up on out of the bowl. It's just forming its new move. That's a higher high. See, look, lower low, lower low, lower low. That is your first higher low. Okay? Higher low doing its thing, continuing up on an uptrend. I see our next target up at $324 for EGLD. But you need the patience. You need the patience. The patience. DPI. I just feel like DPI is not going to come up here. I know it. Like, watch, DPI. See? Actually, wait, DPI. Yeah, on Uniswap with ETH. We'll look at it here. DPI for ETH on Uni. Coming in at 0.24 ETH. Pretty expensive. Why? Because that's like, 0.1 is 1,000. Saying this is a, no, you're saying this is a $200 coin, right? Pretty interesting. 4 hour on this. From the double bottom, came to the top. Now it's interacting with the 200-day moving average. We talked about that. Keep remembering what I'm showing you guys. Look, this is the third time today we've discussed a falling wedge that interacts with the 200-day moving average and how on the 4 hour that's a perfect entry. See that? We showed you 3 times now. I'll show you it again on this chart alone. Everything I show you can be backtested to be true, and you can use it yet again. Look, double bottom here, interacting. So look, falling wedge. Where does the falling wedge end? When it interacts with the 200-day moving average. Same idea. Okay? Same idea, guys. And then once you're below the 200-day moving average, you're in a bear market. It's no good. Once you're above the 200-day moving average, you're incentivized to stay in the trend. Look, the trend is your friend. Until it's not. So this had a rounded top, which isn't a good sign. But now it jetted back out of itself. So there was your rounded top. It could have continued to the downside. 200-day moving average saved it. It bounced back up. Now it's making its move. Where is your target? Right here at the next point of support and resistance. 2.6 from 2.4. That's about a 10% gain, right? Because you get 2 on the 2.6. That's a little more, a little less. Yeah, no, 10%. I nailed it mentally. The mental math. The mental math midget. 10.5%. The bot has worked again. I'll join your Telegram. I'll come and see you there sometime. Yeah, dude, come check me out. Come check me out. Ali Farad, I'm sorry, my friend. Why are you sorry? Let's see. Jane Doe, I picked up some EGLD and KSM. That's a good idea. Should I put 3K into Bitcoin or ETH? I would put it into Ethereum. I think Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin. I have a video on that if you want to watch it. Look for my video in my channel. Let's look at Cake. I bought some course to learn how to trade. Ali Farad. Need you to check those for me. What are they? Ali Farad needs EOS. Let's look at EOS. So we gave you EGLD. Not worried about it. Doing good. Let's take a look at EOS. Cake just really kind of whack. But you know what? It is hitting the 221-day moving average with some hidden bullish divergence. Let's see if that establishes itself. The daily, though, is coming to the downside. Only a matter of time to the daily resets. So it's got to come down. Either going sideways or more pain for Cake. No, I don't see it going up for at least a couple few days. At least a couple few days. Definitely a bit of a correction for Cake. Just like this correction here. We went all the way to 7 on that crazy move. Came back down to 5.8. Continued to the upside. We're touching the 21-day moving average. We're just getting started, though. Look at this. Even if we trace... So we have some resistance there. We have some support right here. We have our next support there. Could we cut all the way back to 8 and then continue on an uptrend? If we got all the way to 8, all right, for Cake, if we do that, if we get to 8, what it will do is it will confirm hidden bullish divergence like you've never seen. Swing down to swing down like so. Swing up to swing up. And that will tell you that the trend will continue to the upside. So if you have the balls to hold, but definitely this was the sell right here. Easy sell during my live stream yesterday when it hit 21. That was definitely the insane sell. Let's take a look at EOS. Could you check Algo? Yes, I will look at Algo. Monica Monley, Coca-Cola. I told everyone, if we get to 75 likes, I will go live tonight. At its current rate, ETH will be 4,200 on 420. Isn't that pretty cool? I like what you're saying there, Coca. Chocobo Coca. Let's take a look, man. And remember, guys, we're ending the stream early today. Usually the stream goes all the way until like 11:30, but I have a dentist appointment at 11, and I live like 15 minutes from the place, 10 minutes from the place, and I didn't shovel the snow. So I somehow have to get off the live stream, throw on some pants, slightly brush my teeth so I don't look so messed up for the dentist, and then go to the dentist and get my teeth cleaned. So we will complete this tonight, all right? We will complete the stream tonight. So I'm looking at Cake. It could come all the way back down to 871. That is like very big level of support. Our next level of support is 1151. Right now, the 21-day moving average is holding us well on the 4-hour. That could be what keeps us going. Let's take a look at EOS for Ollie. And we'll take a look at BAT as well. And we'll take a look at Algo. Let's take a look at EOS. I currently own all of those except for EOS. EOS I don't have a bag of, and I never plan on getting a bag of it. I just don't. I don't know why. That's just me. So this could be Cake. See, Cake coming all the way back down. Something like that. And if we look for the daily, do we see that same idea for the daily? Yeah, let's see, like the daily was curving down. And then we had a little push up. So now we look at EOS. It's forming this cup. You see it? It's a bit of a cup and handle. So it broke out of this area. Boom. And you got to give it the length of the pole to the 21-day moving average. Swing that up to get your target. Bam and bam, right? And then right here, touch the 21-day moving average. Great healthy sign. Also, the 21's crossing back over the 50. Great healthy sign. What I don't like is the 4-hour pushing to the downside, right? So it tells me that we don't have momentum to the upside yet. We're probably going to go sideways here inside of this flag. So this is what I see happening. EOS goes sideways right here for a little while, but it's starting its new trend, like we talked about. Now, if we go back to the 1-hour, we'll probably see the 200-day moving average curving into the, yeah, see, there you go. We talked about that. It was on the 4-hour and other chart. Here it was on the 1-hour. The 200-day moving average interacting with the bottom of the wedge. This is the 4th time now I've discussed this today. 4th time in a row. Like and subscribe. This has been a crazy beneficial. Looking forward to more. Thank you so much for saying that, man. I love you guys for doing that. If we get to 75 likes, I will go live tonight, man. We only have a half an hour to do it. Half an hour to get to 75 likes. Please share this on your Telegram. Share this. Send it out to Twitter. Let everybody know we are live. We are live. Some people might not even know. I'm going to post the chart back into the Telegram group. We are live. Come on into the live stream if you just joined. Thank you so much for coming on in. 647 members into the Telegram group. BZRX banging on him. Jose Patricio, shout out to my man. Getting on in BZRX at 31, riding to 73 for 1,130% gains. Shout out to Jose, Pedro Valverde, Patricio, my man. El Padrino, we call him El Padrino. He is the godfather of the group. I made big bread this week with you, Crypto Lifer. Anytime, man, anytime. Run through some news real quick. Hey, let's see what's going on with the tickers though. Any last tickers that I didn't mix? Pick up XLM dips under 50 over the next few weeks. What do you think about GLM? I've never heard of GLM. I don't know about it. Cody, can I like twice? Yes, you could. DGB for Bitcoin, please. That's Digibyte. One of my first coins I ever bought back in the day. Digibyte for Bitcoin on Binance. Let's take a look. Digibyte doing well. I like what I see here. Look what I'm talking about. This is the 5th time now we've gone over this. The falling wedge interacting with the 200-day moving average. I use 5 moving averages, the 200, the 100, the 80, the 50, and the 21. I use the MACD, the stochastics, and the RSI and volume. I'm also a pattern trader, memorized all my patterns and incentivized to use every single one of them. Okay, look, measured move of this. And it's a Saturday. We don't take days off here. 7 days a week. 7 days a week we run this business. 7 days a week. Check it out. And sometimes twice on Saturdays. Take a look here. Here's your incentive to buy. Breakout. Do your thing. Now you could wait for a flag on a smaller time frame. Go to the 7 minute. Are we flagging? Go to the 5 minute. Are we flagging? We're double bottoming though. This is a good sign. Once we break out of here, we should continue to the upside. A little bit of resistance right there, and then your next port of resistance there, and we are gone. So, I like what I'm seeing here for DGB BTC. Looking like you'll pick up a little bit of Bitcoin on your way up. Forming a giant cup and handle. Look at this. This is a giant cup and handle, guys. This thing was consolidating for a long, long time. So look. Giant cup and handle for Digibyte. Doing its thing, man. Breaking to the upside. Look for the target. Now, I'm going to give you a way bigger target now because this is huge. This is a giant cup and handle. Giant cup and handle. Let's look at the 4-hour. Giant cup and handle for Digibyte. Absolutely ridiculous. Only a matter of time till this breaks to the upside. This is just waking up. This was an old coin. This came, one of the first coins actually. This came out in like 2016, I'm going to say. I started trading this coin in early 2017. One of the first coins I ever touched. It was on BitTrex. There's my target all the way for Digibyte. If you have the patience and the BLZs to hold, 60% gains coming out of Digibyte Bitcoin. Did you already talk about Cake NFT drop? No, we didn't talk about that. Hey, went over ETH earlier in the stream. Target for 20. He went over the ETH. Yeah, 2400. XLM, bro. BAT. Let's look at basic attention token for my man Von Deer. Now, you don't even have to worry about basic attention token. You know why? Because it was sitting in the same consolidative place. Look at this. We go to the daily. It sat here in this bowl for so long. And then once you knew it broke out of here, it was gonna erupt. So we were waiting for it to break this 48 area for a long, long, long time. And when it finally did, now we're in the money. Now take a look at this. I had a trade for it. There was your buy zone, sell zone. I'll show you what's going on right now, though. If we go to the 4-hour, I see a cup and handle. I see the cup and handle forming. Look at it. Same stuff is happening. A lot of the same patterns because we're in a bullish way. There's a cup and handle, my friends. You see it? I talk about these cup and handles all the time. We use them to make money all the time. Bam. We're low on the Stokes on the 4-hour. This tells me this is a great sign. Okay? Again, I can be more accurate with my entries, but I give you guys zones because you're beginners and zones are easier. What I like to do, though, is I like to buy the bottom of the pattern and I like to buy the breakout. I don't like to buy inside the pattern, but I'm telling you right now, it's probably a good incentive to do so, right? But to be the safest, so aggressive buys in the middle, these are safer buys here. And we're going to get to the target at about 82 cents. 59 cents to 82 cents. Bam. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 39% gains out of basic attention token, getting itself all the way up to 83. That's my next target. I would enter here at the bottom of the pattern or if it breaks out. But you can enter here. It's just aggressive. But put your stop loss. If you do enter, you know what? That's why I do the zones, because it's easy. Stop loss here when the moving average comes up. Even make it up a little more there. Buy zone right here. Get in there. If you can get to the bottom of the pattern, then that's where you want to buy. And sell in the green box, man. Very simple. And again, risk reward ratio. Make sure you're risking way less than you're gaining. You can gain 39%. You're only risking 13. Right? If you times that by 4, right? 4 times 3 is 12, 40. That's 52%. So this is like a 3.5% risk reward ratio. Not better. We usually have better trades than that, but you're still getting a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. So there you go. I was the 69th like. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Really appreciate it. 69 likes. If we get to 75 likes, I will live stream tonight at 8 p.m. I will go on live tonight at 8 p.m. for a dual show, a nighttime Saturday night live stream, just because I'm cutting this one short a little bit. All right, guys, we're going to have to run out of here now. I hate that. XLM, yes, this is the next Doge. You spoke about GLM. I don't know about GLM. I'll have to look at it. Jose is the long father. He is the long father. El Padrino Long. ETH, please. We went over ETH, Jody. We went over ETH. Tell people to check for uni and 1-inch airdrops because people who have ETH accounts might have funds. Let's take a look at this. He brought this up earlier today. You go to Claimable. I woke up this morning. I went to Claimable. I was upset because I went to Claimable and I had nothing in there. Let's take a look at what's going on with Claimable. As my cake balance just continues to fall to the ground. Anyway, it was 39K last night. It's now 25K. Sell the tops, guys. Sell the tops. I was in a live stream with you guys, and then Binance got broken and I couldn't sell. I was trying to sell. Now this, I also found a scam today. Someone has sent me a link to metamask.online. It's a scam site that will phish your MetaMask and destroy you. Do not go to MetaMask online. It's a scam. And look at this guy, how he scammed me. Look, I'm in this room. I'm going to show you how he tried to scam me. I'm going to show you it. I come in there and I ask him, hey, you know, how do I stake my Mantra DAO? These people hang out in these rooms and act like they're your friends so they can scam you, right? And so what he did is, where is this guy? Right here, I'll never ask for funds. And look, he deleted the whole message. But he said, look, I'll never ask for funds. Then he sent me a link to metamask.online. I found out it was a scam, and then I went to scams. Thank God I wouldn't go near that, but he tried to get me to phish my MetaMask like an idiot. If you're not going to metamask.io, don't go anywhere else, all right? Another thing, you can get free airdrops, all right, at Claimable, right here. Put in your address and subscribe, and it will tell you if you have it'll tell you if you have any airdrops coming to you. It's pretty cool, man, because it's hard to find them all. So you go to Claimable, and you can even put your email in, put your address, and it will email you when an airdrop comes out for you. Pretty interesting, man. So we got to 77 likes, guys. You are unbelievable. I will have to go on live tonight on the live stream, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I will be live tonight at 8 p.m., guys. You just changed my life and gave me a schedule. I now work for you guys. I'm sharing the stream. Thank you so much, Robert Cox. Really appreciate that. Wow, we did it, man. 78 likes, guys. 2 dislikes. Gotta love it. Gotta love the haters, man. Always a hater out there. You ain't shit until you got a hater, baby. Right? This is funny, man. I love these guys. Anyway, shout out to everyone on the live stream. Remember, I'm a lucky guy. You can't beat me. Stick with me. Just stick with us. We're going to keep continuing to go. Damn, man. Damn, for Cake B&B just collapsing. We were all the way up into the... Wow, we did our thing. Gotta sell the tops, man. Bake B&B. Gotta sell the tops. Unless you want to hold long term. I mean, this thing just came out. To me, it's not viable. I do see hidden bullish divergence right now. Swing up to swing up with a bit of... not perfect, but it tells me that the trend will continue. Just a little pullback, man. Shout out to Co-State. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Okay, we can do maybe 5 minutes. 5 minutes of news, and then we have to get out. So B suspends ETH withdrawals. Everyone thought that was a little shady. Did they do that to incentivize themselves? There's a possible chance. Bitcoin price prediction. BNB declined to 150 resistance level. That is old news, my friend. That was from February 14th. What kind of garbage news are they giving us? Bake BNB. Let's take a look at the BTC news. Gives you a lot better news. Wow, BTC taking a bit of a hit. Falling off now. Probably going to throw off the ETH trade that we just made. Bitcoin was just at 56,000, falling back to 55.9. We'll take a look. Maybe dominance fell off. ETH slipping right now. Okay. Grayscale on a hiring spree appoints new high-ranked officials. New C-suite hires in Grayscale. That's pretty cool. Investing in people with the aforementioned new opportunities, Grayscale has continued to expand its personnel as it doubled the headcount in 2020 alone. Company CEO Sun Cian reaffirmed that the firm will continue to heavily invest in people this year as well. Incentives to move, incentives to grow. Grayscale. John Lennon Sons explains why Gene Simmons tweeting about Bitcoin and ADA is good. Gene Simmons. Sean Lennon stands Gene Simmons in crypto. Sean Ono Lennon has tweeted that he is fed up with reading that Gene Simmons is becoming a crypto enthusiast is not a good sign, and from hearing the KISS co-founder and bass player is allegedly not good enough at business to talk about crypto. Tired of hearing people saying Gene Simmons buying crypto isn't a good sign. But don't take business advice from KISS bass player. What are you talking about? Famous people with a lot of money, they have a lot of money to risk. They're incentivized to make money, right? So, in my opinion, yeah, why not listen to him? He's rich, dude. He has twice the IQ of any of you. He has accomplished much, and you have accomplished nothing. Bitcoin. I agree, man. Gene Simmons, keen on Bitcoin, becomes fond of Cardano. He acquired $300,000 worth of Cardano's native currency. He explained his attraction to ADA, saying that Cardano was created by one of Ethereum's co-founders, Charles Hoskinson. Simmons did not mention Ethereum in his tweets earlier, but his tweet demonstrates that he has respect for the second largest cryptocurrency as well. Gene Simmons, man. And John Lennon getting up in the game. John Lennon's son, like, to me, that's a big deal, right? Bitcoin price up, that's old news. See what else we got going on. Bitcoin, how has the coin's hodling patterns changed? Bitcoin's amount of supply last active in the past 10 years just hit an all-time high of 1.9 million. It's not just the price of the market capitalization that's hitting new time all highs. Adoption, trade, and the overall network is more active than ever. The current bull run started when the active supply from the past 1-2 years hit an all-time high. That has transitioned to make a way for active supply that is 7 to 10 years old, man. Bitcoin, baby. Ethereum price analysis. It's going to go up. Bitcoin Cash, BitTorrent, did you buy? Only 5% of financial executives plan to hold Bitcoin by end of 2021. Most CEOs, CFOs have no plan to buy Bitcoin. Financial risk and volatility to blame. What are they, like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I guess you just got to know more about trading, or I don't know. Bitcoin breaks above 57,000, printing a new all-time high, baby. 57K. SEC is dead wrong in the Ripple claims. And the Ripple case claims former SEC chair Mary Jo White. Ripple has run into trouble with the United States Security Exchange. As a former U.S. attorney and SEC chair, you know that when it takes that long to figure out a case, you probably shouldn't be bringing it. It's not something I would do walking out the door. As per White, the complaint contained damning all allegations against Ripple executives and paints a picture of Ripple inducing people to buy XRP as a speculative investment. It's not only there have been calls for clarity for some time that a new administration brings the chance to take a fresh look, but it's also a moment where it seems others in the marketplace are also taking a fresh look. You have scarce resources as a chair. You have to pick your spots. The crypto landscape is a critical one, and there's a crying need for clarity. Chainlink integrates with Denal Fintech to support retail Bitcoin payments. Wow. Throughout the exchange process, we use Chainlink oracles to ensure an accurate market price for our users. From Paycoin's perspective, using Chainlink price oracles is extremely important as it provides high transparent precision. Interesting. Let's see how that incentivized the Ethereum. Let's see if that moved Chainlink up a little bit in some news. Let's take a look at Link. I'm going to take a snapshot of Bitcoin, and then I'm going to end that stream. Link at 34.5. Ah, wow, it's in a bit of an indecision candle. Wicks on both sides, doing its thing. I see it going to the target, though, up to 35 and to 40. Have you taken the trade? We gave you the buy zone, which was the bottom of the pattern. We incentivize you to get in right here at about 30. Okay? That was the trade. We stuck to it. We gave it to you. You were in the green again. Yet another trade in the green. Don't do anything you see me do in the channel, though. It's all for entertainment purposes only. 83 likes. You guys are bananas. What's the next big thing? Still learning this crypto thing. Thank you, Lifer. I'm out. Shout out to everyone here. Can you review Hollow? Yeah, let's look at Hot Chain, and then I'm gone. So I want to see how it's doing. They have the USDT pair, though. I want to see how much it costs USDT. They do. They do. Hollow Chain, not even a penny yet. 0.2 of a penny and blasting off. I gave a call for Hollow Chain. I told you to watch it. Look at the cup and handle. Hit my exact target. This is why you sell my targets, guys. Look, had you sold my target, you would have sold the exact top. So there you have it, man. Hit my exact target to a T. Yet again, how many times will my targets get hit? Bam, bam. Thank you, man. Another 87% to the Crypto Lifer gang. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Please join the Telegram. We have so much going on in there. We have multiple groups. Binance Smart Chain, pre-sales. We have a beginners group. We have charts and calls only, so you don't have to read a bunch of comments. You can just join that group and look at the charts and calls only. Or you can be a part of the team and be with us. I have some BNB. Where can I stack them? You're going to have to get into the group and ask. I'm going to be sitting in the chair with my mouth open for the next few hours. Have you went over one? We didn't go over one coin, Chrissy, because I love you and you're Chrissy Fouts. And I can't have a live stream without Chrissy Fouts. I got to do one coin for Chrissy, man. I just got to. Even though I'm out of here and I'm probably going to be late to my dentist, he's going to kick my... I'm going to show you right here, 3 and 1 cent. This is back into the buy zone. I like where one is. I would accumulate, but it's in a inverted head and shoulder. I can see it kind of through here. It's not good, but back into my buy zone. Take that trade, run it up. Looks like one coin is going to boom all the way back up to about 4.9, and then my sell zone here at 5.5 cents. So more coming, more coming. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I am out of here. Every day at the end of the show, we say one thing. We say crypto is life together. It's my mantra. We're going to say it together. Hit the link in the description below right here. This will bring you to my groups. Join the Telegram right here. Join the Telegram. Join the Telegram. Okay, guys. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. There's nothing else. I love you guys. I will see you later tonight. I got 75 likes. I will be on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. So if you like what you saw and you want to go over more and you want to talk coins and have some fun, it will be a more laid back Saturday night stream where we can really interact and have more fun and discuss what we want to discuss. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Be safe. Crypto is life.